So just about every single business YouTube channel has sounded the alarm on how AI is going to uproot everything and how we're all basically fucked. And they are all wrong. Well, kinda. So there's three core components that you really need to understand in order to not be left behind when it comes to AI. Firstly, there's the AI revolution. Second, we need to discuss how it's actually going to affect the real world. And thirdly, you need to understand how to actually make money with AI. Now here's the thing, if we look back through history, every single turning point has improved on what was already there. I mean, the plow, for example, it simply made farming easier. It didn't uproot the principles of farming itself or the printing press. It made information more easily accessible, and the effects of that were huge, but it didn't change the information itself. I mean, even the internet. Fundamentally, the internet simply allowed brick and mortar businesses to expand to anyone with an internet connection. But how is AI different? Because it is. You see, for the first time in history, AI has productized something that is usually unique to humans, and that's skill. But one thing most people don't actually quite understand is that AI has been around for many, many, many years. It's just we're starting to hear about it now, or to be more accurate, we've really been starting to hear about it since the 30th of November, 2022. And that's because with tools like ChatGPT, access to AI has now been democratized. And that's a really big change because now anyone can use AI to their advantage or their detriment, depending on their skill level and whether they know how to navigate and how to use it. Not just how can you use AI to take advantage and make more money. You see, whenever an opportunity vanishes because of a technological advancement, another opportunity emerges. But they don't last forever, which is why you need to capitalize on the opportunities while they persist. Now, when we're talking about implementing AI into your business, what we're really talking about here is leverage. You see, leverage is the ability to increase your output without straining your own required input. So what's really insane about AI is that it's essentially a nearly free way of getting unlimited leverage. Because previously, you'd need to hire someone in order to get that leverage. I mean, that's how I had to go about it when I started my first business back in 2016, and I hired my first employee a year later in 2017. And that allowed me to scale my first business from zero to $25,000 in the space of a year by using leverage, by using other people. But the crazy thing is, now anyone has that leverage. So let me actually show you 3 ways you can use AI to make more money. Now, the first one is agency. You see, if you run an agency, it's obvious that AI will be able to help you with all sorts of forms of communication. So let's say, for example, you spend 2 hours a day writing emails. Well, with AI, they can be written for you, and you really just need to validate them. And just like that, you spend a fraction of your time on emails, and over the space of a month, this can be dozens of hours saved. And this is hours that you can spend working on your business rather than in your business. And that's really just the most surface level use of AI. The key here really is that AI allows you to work on your business, which is something that you only had the luxury of doing before if you had employees. So let's dig a little deeper here. Let's say, for example, you run a paid traffic agency. You can now use tools like Jasper to write all of your ad copy, and all you need to do is test and validate. Our next point, which is content creation. If you are a content creator or a copywriter, AI essentially gives you access to unlimited number of ideas. No more creative blocks. You have everything you need to start the process. I mean, if you are a writer, you can use AI to kind of build out the skeleton and the framework, and then you can simply fill in the blanks. And that means if you could only handle, let's say, 10 clients before, now you can probably handle 20 clients because you are using the power of AI and helping you really get halfway there. No more ideation sessions, pretty much just pick an idea and execute on it. I mean, you really have no excuse not to come up with something new. You are just merely bound by your ability to ask questions. I mean, most people just simply won't do it. They're too lazy. They're stuck in their ways. And that brings us onto our third way to make money with AI. And that's if you're a consultant or a coach. You see, if you're a consultant of any sort, AI can become your best friend. Even Microsoft, they just launched an AI that complements their suite of products called Copilot. Its workflow is a little something like this. Are you meeting with a client? Well, the AI will transcribe notes for you and even give you a summary of the key points and action items. I think you realize from this video that you have a golden opportunity in front of you, and it's your choice whether you want to seize it or whether you want to be decimated by it. That is your decision to make, but I remind you, we are in an incredible period in the world where literally anyone can use leverage, basically have employees in the form of AI for free, where the barrier to entry to start a business or even just a side gig or a side hustle is so low, and the only thing that's left in the equation is how serious are you? Is this a I want to do this or I will do this? That's your decision to make, but as always, I'm rooting for you and I'll be watching you from afar.